our next comedian. All right, he's fucking killing it all over the place. He's been on tour in Xi'an, Chongqing, the Beardless Bathroom, and he also has a great YouTube channel called Amazing Comedy Time. Is that it? If you guys have YouTube, if you guys know how to like bust like a Mexican and bust one of these, check YouTube Amazing Comedy Time. You guys can see a lot of his original comedy sketches, and you also will see I make some appearances on there as well, guys. So guys, make some motherfucking noise. Put your hands together for my twin, my small little brother. Actually, we're the same age, but he looks like a skinnier version of me if I went on a diet. Guys, put your hands together for the one and only Corey.
You guys are looking at me like, we paid all this money to come to a comedy show? Two bald guys? None of the comedians have hair? The Beijing comedians have hair, because they're not from Chengdu. Somehow we have a lot of bald people here, I don't know why. So a little bit about me. I'm one of those people whose mother always brags to everyone about everything, right? Like these days she tells everyone, she's like, did you know that Corey is a comedian in China? There's like 1 billion people that go to his show. The Chinese think he's Vin Diesel with cancer. Then I realized no matter what I do, my mom's be proud, right? Like if I went to prison, she'd be telling all her friends, be like, do you know who's got the cleanest cell? Corey. Or if I raped some dude in prison, she'd be like, you know who's the best looking rapist? Corey. Not a rape crowd, okay. I went to Thailand recently. Anyone been to Thailand? Okay, 2 people. Thailand's an interesting place, right? When you get off the plane, a little girl comes up to you and she's like, sweaty cock. I was like, excuse me? She's like, sweaty cock. I was like, oh my God, how does she know? My friend's like, dude, she didn't say that. She said, sadi cock. I was like, oh, okay. Sweaty cock. I went to a concert recently in China. Have you ever been to a concert here? All right, after the concert, everyone takes their phone out, right? And they do one of these. You guys know what I'm talking about? I went to India, right? I went to a concert there. It's a little different. Afterwards, everyone's like, but they got lights on their head, so it's really cool. One of my favorite things about living in China is seeing the old people who wear t-shirts in English. You guys ever see that? I love that. The other day, I saw this guy walking down the street, and he had a shirt on that said, just the tip. I was like, that's kind of cool. I'd hang out with just the tip. I saw a woman wear a shirt that said, no means no. Right on. A friend had a shirt that said, no means maybe. I'd probably hang out with him. I also love how sometimes people in China wear these shirts that say, I love China. You guys ever seen these shirts? Yeah. Okay, 3 of you. Okay, the 3 that speak English, that's good. I like these shirts. I was thinking of getting a shirt that said, I love Chinese. Just leaving it that way, right? But I feel like it's too confusing. So it's got to be like, I love Chinese men. Or I love Chinese women. Thank you, one guy. But if I wore that shirt, I'd have to hang out with the guy that has a shirt that says just a tip, you know? But maybe I'll just get a shirt that says, I love Chinese people. Because that's less confusing. Thank you. So people always tell me, like, Corey, has anyone ever told you you look just like Tom Hanks from Philadelphia? I was like, do I look like a gay man dying of AIDS? They're like, no. I like movies. Anyone like movies here? You may not know this, but some of the movies that get released here have different names in Asia than they do in America. Do you guys know that? Like when Titanic came out here, on the poster it just said, "White people drowning." And there's a bunch of these, right? Like they had Aquaman. It was called Man Who Can Swim. They had Transformers. Gay robots. Schindler's List. The One Good German. Black Panther. Super angry black man. Iron Man. Mr. Tin Man. Zootopia. Animal Prison. Crips versus Bloods. Lion King. African Warlord. Fast and Furious. Hard and Rough. Barbie. Karen. Super Mario Brothers. Hard, Sweaty Italians. I saw it twice. And Harry Potter. The Last White Man in Britain. They also had Doctor Strange, and they just called it Super Gynecologist, which means vagina doctor. That's quick. Nice. So a little bit about me, right? A lot of my students know that I help out a lot of people in Chengdu, right? So they were telling me they want to make a documentary about me. And like, Corey, we're thinking about calling it Inside the Guy, Behind the Guy.
That's not good.
I was like, can we call it something else? Like, what's wrong with Inside the Guy, Behind the Guy?
Come inside.
Thank you. I was like, doesn't it sound kind of gay? Like, oh yeah. What about two guys inside the guy, behind the guy? I was like, yeah, I think that's close. Yeah. I like going to saunas. You guys ever go to the sauna?
Yes.
All right. So in Chengdu, if you go to a sauna, there's a sign that says, no spitting, no swallowing, no questions. And I'm in the sauna there. I was like, no questions. I'm just making sure I don't want to kill her. I would feel bad about that. Sometimes when I'm in the locker room, right? People stare at me. Now, they don't know that I speak some Chinese, right? So sometimes when I'm changing, like there are people talking to me like, hey man, that guy has no hair. Like, yeah, he's got no hair in his balls either. Kind of looks like a giant baby. And that's why I was like, dude, you shouldn't make fun of that guy. That guy's got cancer. I was like, I don't have cancer. They're like, Cancer Man is speaking to us. So I was in the subway recently, and believe it or not, this is a true story. I was in the subway, and I saw two girls start grabbing their titties right in front of me. And I'm looking around, I'm like, does anyone see this? Then they started looking at me. I'm like, oh my God, am I dreaming? And then I hear this guy like, oh my, these questions are mom. It's like, I'm not dreaming. Because Chengdu makes dreams come true. I found out recently that the cows that we eat, did you know they don't have sex with a bull? What they do is they do inject sperm into the cow, right? So that means that someone's got to jerk off a bull. And I was thinking about it, right? If I was down there and I was jerking off that bull, I could see him look at me like, couldn't teach English, huh? Thank you very much.
Guys, put your hands together for Corey, guys. Wow. Nice, nice. All right. Well,